Hi everybody, this is Melissa and I wanted to come on here to go through how to create a nail bar. If you've seen other videos, they're all going to be the same, but we wanted to have a video for our team so that we could send it out to you when you get started. So the first thing that you always want to do is have a nail bar created under your website for anybody to purchase through. Now, nail bars can be in-home nail bars, which is where you go to somebody's house, you bring all of your Color Street supplies, and you give a demonstration, you put samples on everybody, and then they can purchase directly online from you, or they can purchase from your stock. That's an in-home party. We also have virtual parties where you can set up a Facebook event, and they can go on the event and you can do a live demonstration on the computer, show them how to apply it, send out samples, and they can put their orders through the party link. Also, if you don't have anybody who's hosting a party for you, such as a friend or family member, an acquaintance, somebody who wants to host a party with you, you can be your own host. So that's why you're going to always make sure that you have a party on your website for yourself, in case that there's not an actual party happening, like an in-home nail bar or a virtual nail bar. You want to have a nail bar for everything else that doesn't have to do with somebody's actual party. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to log into your website. So that's going to be your My Color Street website. And then you're going to log in with your stylist ID and password. Okay. And then you're going to click on Order Events. So this takes you to the nail bars. Now you'll notice that I have two nail bars currently open. I have one for Michelle and I have one for myself. The one for myself always runs for 30 days. Okay, and you always want to make sure that when you create a party, you close it out in 30 days to be able to redeem the hostess rewards. And so we'll have a different video regarding hostess rewards, but the whole purpose for having a party is so that either yourself or another hostess can earn free product. You not only earn free product, you earn discounted product. So all the sales that you're already getting commission on can also go towards a party so that you get free product. And that's what's so great about this company, is that the company sponsors the hostess program. Okay, so I have one with an actual person. Her party is on Monday, so we're gonna shop through that link. And then we have my party that happens the whole month through. Okay, so now I'm gonna create a new party. You can have multiple parties happening at one time. So I'm clicking at the left, nail bar party. Once I click on that, it asks me to create the party with all the information. So there's only one option, nail bar party. The date that we're gonna hold it, I'm gonna go ahead and put today, and you can pick the time span. If it's gonna be a in-home or an online nail bar, maybe a couple of days to a week. If it's your nail bar, it's probably gonna be for 30 days. It doesn't have to be from the 1st to the 31st. It can be any span of 30 days, and it doesn't have to be 30 days, it can be less. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here until Friday. Now, it asks me, is closed. You will not check this bar when you're creating a new nail bar. You're not going to check the box. You're going to leave the box blank because we want it to be open for people to shop through. So starting time, if it's going to be an actual event time, you can put in that timing, but I usually just say it's from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. This does not cause you to not be able to order if you're outside of that time frame. It's just more so if people were to come onto your website and look at the event, they would know what time the event's at. Now you always want to check this box to show on site. And then the description that you want the event to say when somebody comes on your website, what description you want them to see. So let's go ahead and say this is for Jane's virtual nail bar. Okay. Nail bar details is not a required field, so it's up to you if you want to write it. I would just say something along the lines of, with the painted pineapple teak. Now it's asking me for where the address is of the nail bar party. Okay, so if it's an online nail bar, put in your own address. If it's going to be at somebody's house, put in their address, because you can show the address on your website so that people know where it is. Okay. So put in that info, put in your zip code. That's where the tax information will come from for Hostess rewards. And then allow shopping. So if they're allowed to start using the shopping link, you're going to check that box for allow shopping. Okay. Now shipping method, there's only one shipping method. And now you're filling out hostess information. Who's hosting the party? So it's asking you, every time somebody responds to this party, do you want it to email the host? Most people don't, but you're welcome to do that. Do you want it to display this address on your website? Do you want to display their phone number on the website? So here's the phone number. So again, you decide if you want that to show or not show. And then if you want your host to be able to log in to the event, to be able to look at the event, you can send login information to the host and fill in their login information. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to say, this is the host's information. And if you're hosting your own party, it's going to be your own information. And then you're going to put in the host's username and password. I'm sorry, first name and last name for your host. Again, if it's yourself, you're going to put your own information. And then you're going to put in your mailing address. And this is so that when you redeem Hostess rewards, that's where it's going to go. And then this is the tax it will use. And here's the phone number. And you're going to hit update and continue. The next place it takes you to is to be able to send out invitations. So if you decide to add people onto your event, which you're not required to, but if you wanted to add email addresses, then it would send a template invitation out to them. And you can pick from one of two templates. So I'm going to preview it so you guys can check it out. So this is what it would email them. Here's a nail bar invitation, here's where it's being held, here's the time, and here's the description. Okay, and then down here I can RSVP to that link. So that's if I wanted it to email an invitation out to any email addresses that I add to this nail bar. And then here's the second one. So I don't have anybody to invite, no invitations, no guest lists. I'm just going to hit update and continue. And here's where I could start adding guests so that you can send the email. But in my case, I don't need to add any guests. You just want to get the initial nail bar set up. Once it's set up, I'm done. There's nothing else I need to do. I'm going to go back to my website and I'm going to check and make sure I can see it. And I'm going to click on my events. So I have my normal one, I have Michelle's one, and I have the one I just created. So anytime somebody comes on your website, they're going to go to my events at the top and they're going to pick which event they're shopping. If they don't go to my events, they also can go directly to shopping. And once they're ready to check out, then they'll be able to pick an event. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the buy 3 get 1 free. So I added all 4 to my cart and I'm going to go to view cart and I'm going to go to checkout. And again, this is where it asks me, which party are you shopping? So you would want to make sure your customers pick one of those options. If for some reason they don't pick an event or you don't have an event set up and they continue to check out without an event, that's okay. You're still going to get your commission as normal, but that transaction won't go towards your party total to get additional free product. So that's why we always urge you to get an event created as soon as you set up your website. So that way, if anybody starts purchasing, including yourself, you can start to earn that hostess credit. Okay, so I have all that created. The next thing that you want to do is if you ever want to send somebody the direct link to your party or to a hostess's party, you want to make sure that you get that direct link. So I'm going to go ahead and log back into the back office, log in with my user ID and password. I'm going to go to orders events. And right here on that nail bar, whichever one it is, you would click on edit and you would go to nail bar details on the left. Once you do that, you're going to see nail bar shopping and you're going to see a link. That's the link that you want to copy anytime that you are presenting a direct link to somebody to shop. So let's say somebody was hosting an in-home nail bar or a virtual nail bar. That's the link that you want to put in the event on Facebook for them to go directly to for shopping. If you are texting with somebody and you say, hey, go shop my party, you would send them your direct link. And that way they don't have to figure out which event that they're doing, that they're picking. It would just pick that event automatically. So I'm going to show you that. I just copied this event, and this is for Jane's Nail Bar. And I'm going to go ahead and just type that in, like as if that's one that I clicked on. So when I click on that link, you can see it automatically made my purchase go directly into Jane's Nail Bar. I didn't have to go to events first and pick an event. It automatically associated my web browser with her event. So anything I add on to my transaction is going to go into her event. So as soon as you get your website up and you log into your back office, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a nail bar party, and all transactions that go through your website, you're going to go ahead and pick which party it's going to go towards. And that way you earn hostess credit to be able to redeem for free and discounted products. You can have multiple parties at one time, and you're going to always close them out within 30 days. Okay, so make sure that you remember to always close them out. You're going to go ahead and watch a different video for redeeming hostess credits and how to close out a nail bar. Okay, thank you.